Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Snowmageddon 2025. Right now we're in the calm before the storm. We're expecting 8 to 12 inches by midday tomorrow. And I'm just chilling here on the boat. This is where I'm gonna stay. They've already called off work tomorrow, so I'll get to grab the brush and keep the snow off since I don't have the beautiful cover. I've got to make sure I can get in and out of the hatch here. The heaters are all going. The last time the big snow like this occurred, we lost power for 3 days in this area. So I do have a generator. I'll show you that maybe later, maybe tomorrow. It's in the truck. Got my snow shovel so I can get my way up there. Got extra gas for the generator. I got a buddy heater. I got it all. So I'm ready for the week ahead, at least a few days, and yeah, there's the train bridge. Potomac's right over there. I think I'm the only one here, so we will see how this plays out. This is my view this morning. It's wonderful. As you can see, it's still snowing. It's 8 in the morning. It started snowing at about 10 or midnight last night. So here's the docks that I have not yet shoveled. It's what, at least 6 inches of snow. I couldn't tell because I slept, smashed my alarm clock, turned it off at 6:30, didn't wake up till almost 8. And now my morning routine includes going up to the bathhouse and using the bathroom. Yeah, I've got to do that. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to come back and shovel my way out of this. I've got some video. I just shoveled this all off, threw it overboard since it's just snow. But yeah, it was kind of covered here. I put this piece of canvas there to protect myself, which ended up being a good call to get out, so it helped a little bit. But yeah, now I've got to use the bathroom, and I'm going to make my way up there. Here we are. I don't know why that train stopped. It was chugging along and then it just stopped not long ago. There's the boat. Still getting plenty of snow. That's great. All this slush, I did hear snow falling off of it, so snow was falling off of it last night, a little bit in this morning, and kind of slushed that up. But yeah, my biggest thing is walking slowly so that I don't fall off the dock. But yeah, I'm gonna continue shoveling the center out so I can get to the head, the boathouse, and I'll brush off the Durango and show you what tools I have that I would need if I need anything else to get me through this. But yeah, snow keeps coming down, and there's the boat. So yeah, the engine compartment stayed warm. I was like 66 degrees last night, which is warmer than what I like it, so I actually got up and turned it down, but yeah, it's good. So on to shoveling. That took 9 minutes. So, I mean, it's a good 75 yards to my boat here. So, yeah, still snowing. One of the workers came in and started to plow. Thought I had a day off work, but I just got the text, hey, what's your telework status? So, yeah, I'm gonna go use the head, brush off the truck, show you what I got in there. Well, I'll just tell you what I got. In the truck I have a because there's speakers up there and they play music, so if I record there might be a thing, but I'll brush part of the truck off and then I'll show you. I got a Harbor Freight generator and a Buddy heater in there with 4 cans of propane, so that that's my emergency contingency. And I got 5 gallons of fuel as backup, so if I need to run this thing, that's not going to be a problem for a bit. But yeah, this is the situation. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. Well, I think snow's turned to a bit of freezing rain, but yeah, this jacket is warm. I'm only wearing a t-shirt under it, but it's the wrong one for this. This wet, heavy snow is just collecting water, so not too bad so far because I wasn't out for it in too long. But yeah, the pathway that I shoveled has already got a ½ inch of snow on it, and yeah, I made it to the head. The marina guy, one of the guys came down already, and he started with the Bobcat and then he parked it. Now he's got a backhoe. Maybe the Bobcat's just not big enough. It's got a bucket on the front, but and then the train right up here, they were banging on something. Guys on radios, so I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's odd for it to just stop for this long. So unless there's something on the track ahead or something happened to the train, we'll see. I can't tell if it's just not got a car or if it's separated up there, but yeah, that's where they're banging. So maybe they separated it. I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely different, but obviously there's no all the DC's closed, so the metro's not a big deal today, or the VRE. So, but still, Amtrak has a schedule, so we'll see. But yeah, that's it. I had to shovel here again. I do wish those are pieces for here that I made. That's its own video coming up once I have time. I started with the buttons. That would be nice to have, you know, because he's protected. Look at that guy, and these others with those. So yeah, it'd be nice to have that. But yeah, mine looked like that when I woke up. So yeah, it'd be nice to have that. Eventually, it'd be nice to have a nicer hardened one here. But well, a lot of slush. The whole entry area here is just pure slush. So but there's some weight coming in right now, and yeah, oh, there's life. One of the guys in the little boathouse came out. So yeah, that thing, the water level was really low, and it was actually kind of crooked last night, so when I came in, but water's risen, so tide's up. Well guys, I'll try to give you a quick snapshot of my living conditions. Don't judge me. I did get in late last night. I've been gone for 2 weeks. That's the first thing, but probably more so is that there's no storage in here. So all of my stuff is wherever I can put it. So that's why most of it is where it is. But this is where I'm riding out this Snowmageddon. And like last night was great. I didn't even really notice how much snow. I looked out there's a little porthole over there behind that poncho liner. Do it up there to block the light. But I looked at the boat next to us, and it didn't look that snowy to me. When I was expecting less snow when I woke up. But here's my sleeping area. I do like to sleep up here. I did add these mats, especially over here, because below that line, there's insulation there, and the ceiling has like an inch of insulation, but below that line, it's just carpet on the hull of the boat. So I fitted them nicely there, but over here there's like a railing thing, so I need to cut them. But here was worse because the air conditioner is here, and the air conditioner was bringing cold air up and creating moisture down there. So it's been a pretty good solution. But yeah, here is the bed. I haven't made it yet, but my bed is also kind of my workspace. So I've got my work computer up to telework, local NBC station on to tell us what it's like. And then, I got this, all my wires and cables. And then I got this, this is basically my dresser, because I have nowhere else to put clothes. But this is a part of the dinette. There's another back that can go over there, but obviously I keep it down because it's just nicer to have my bed there. The fridge is down here. I've got eggs in there. I've got drinks. I've got basically Jimmy Dean breakfast sausages, which I just made. I got my energy drink for the morning. I'll continue on this way. We've got the head here. Got a little fan just to provide a little bit of exhaust, a little relief for the day. I do have a little heater in here. I don't necessarily need to have the heater here, but it will get pretty cold. This floor is already cold, so I definitely thought about putting something down. But yeah, here's the head, extra water. If I do need to use the toilet in emergency, I've got extra bottles to flush it with, but right now it's just, I don't use it. The sink works. But the head, I just don't want to pump it out. So, and there's a valve that needs to be fixed. So when I use the head, I walk all the way up to the bathhouse. And then I put these hooks on the door and over here. So this is basically where I hang all my stuff. I've got shirts here. I'll hang my jeans here sometimes, and all my coats. So I've got a pretty cool nautical themed towel to keep the steps dry. That's it's actually just past here. There's nothing back there, but I got a lot of stuff back there in my laundry basket. Some stuff for projects and things like that. But that is another berth. But I just crawling back there with my knees and my foot, or just I just stay up front. That is the only hanging storage. You can't put nothing in there. It's like 4 inches deep. So, but there's a heater I don't use. That's a forced air heater I got at Walmart. It's okay, but I try to use it. It's just too inconsistent, and the fan makes noise. And then this one's just, this is it. This is the one. I'm sticking with it. So I do, like in other videos I said, I do wish this was digital. Be nice. But then I've got a air purifier that I'll probably turn on here when I open the door. I don't turn it on because I think it's a waste. But yeah, then I keep a lot of stuff up here. Got the coffee. I've got the digital thermometer. Right now it says 30 outside, 36 in the engine compartment, 61 in the head, 65 in here. So it feels great. That's where I keep my bread because nowhere else. Coffee maker. This will dinner. I like eggs. So this is a little cooker here. Pour a little bit of water in there, and it heats up, and it basically poaches eggs, but it poaches them really nice. I got one for the microwave, but I hate it. So this one's great. Maybe later I'll eat some shark jerky. It does have a little fishy aftertaste, but yeah. And then I brush my teeth here because the head is small and cold. My sink, this thing is great. Got some other storage items there as well. But yeah, that's the walkthrough. These drinks and stuff down here. These are drawers with a bunch of stuff in there and some other things. So that's it. That's all there is to it. That's where I'm living for the Snowmageddon. So again, like I said, you're probably going to judge me. Please don't. I do have T-Mobile internet here. So I have the box and T-Mobile. So we're good so far. And yeah, the biggest thing is not losing power. I'm not going to lift up I made a video on the engine compartment heater, so I do have an engine compartment heater. It is good. I turned it up to like 50 yesterday, and it ran most of the night. But I turned it back down to like 45 because it was like almost 40 degrees in the engine compartment. So I turned it back down. It's like 36 now. While I was gone, and it did get cold in here. I mean, it was in like the 20s. It was still above freezing. So I think it's good. I like that heater. It's doing well. And the one I keep in the head is my backup in case something happens to that one. But right now it's working. Well, the snow has turned to sleet off and on. So I do have my ice cleats from my Norway deployment in case that becomes a thing. They won't fit on these. I've had these cat boots for over 20 years. They are awesome. Got them when I was in Michigan. When I lived in Michigan, and they keep the feet toasty. Love these boots, and they're waterproof. So yeah, they're great for this. But going back into the boat, not so much. But yeah, you can see tide is in. Water levels come up a bit. Trains are running again. And a lot of slush in the water, so if you need an ice bath, you want to do the ice dip thing, welcome to it. The marina guys are working hard up there to clear the way. Somebody has driven over here, so cleaned off some more of their dock. But yeah, so far it's just snowy, blustery. The snow is supposed to stop any time now, and then once it does stop, there'll be a small period later tonight, but that's it. And then the temps aren't gonna rise above freezing for at least a couple of weeks. So snow's here to stay. It does, I think, add an extra blanket of insulation on the boat, maybe. Probably, I don't know, but it's nice and warm in here. So yeah, this thing has done well to protect the entry, so snow's not, I just knock this snow off of this, falls down and doesn't go into the boat when I'm getting in and out. And then I just take my boots off here and then bring them in and put them on the steps. But yeah, it's a Josie adventure. No one else. When I got up this morning, finally shoveled and went up there, the only other set of tracks in the snow was the worker who came down to grab the bobcat. That's it. There were no other footprints in the snow, so I'm the only one who stayed. This big yacht over here, the guy came in last night, and I guess he just did some final prep work, and then he left. But nobody stayed, just me. I'm the only crazy one, but that's all right. I'm all for it. Oh, there's a second, or the third. There's an additional center locomotive. That's cool. Yeah. Nice and foggy. It's like a drift kind of coming in with the tide from the Potomac there, but all right. I guess it's time to go back in and check some more work emails. Well, it's 16:40, so 4:40 p.m. They just called work for tomorrow, and it's still snowing. It's supposed to snow pretty good. We're supposed to get a couple more inches over the next 4 hours or so. I've already shoveled this. I shoveled all the way down twice, and then I've shoveled this small area here at least one more time, and yeah, we've got snow again, so it keeps coming. Just looking around at these other boats. This one, I've met this guy once. He had something, I don't know what it was. He had something here that was like to prevent, if it rained, the water could go off. I know I heard a noise when I was in my boat earlier today, and clearly whatever it was broke or collapsed. So hopefully it's nothing big. But his, I don't know his contact information or anything, and haven't seen him many people here. But yeah, that fell in. But you know, it's a pontoon boat, so there's not a whole lot to it. I don't think it was a. I'm quite confident it was not a bimini. So just something maybe some stuff he stacked up there, but it came crashing down. The rest of the boats seem to be doing fine. I haven't seen any. You know, there's another one over that way, but I think the bimini was already ripped up. I don't think the snow did it, because these others are holding up. Like that one right there is doing. That little bimini's a champ, so I guess mine could be a champ too if it. I've been brushing it off and making sure it stays clean. So yeah, the workers cleared the parking lot. Obviously, it's getting covered again, but they kind of plowed it all into the boat ramp. Which is what I would have done. So I assume they'll do some more later. Looks like they've already gone home for the day, which I don't blame them, since it's going to snow again, and the roads, you know, they haven't been able to clear the majority of the roads very well. So that's why base is closed again tomorrow. But yeah, it's been I would say it's been rather uneventful so far. Glad I didn't have to pull out the generator or the buddy heater. That's been good. But if I have to, you know, hey, I can roll it down. I did have to stop shoveling because my back was killing me. But after laying down for a bit, it feels better. Not many emails, just a few today. So not a lot of telework got done because no one was really working, because most people aren't. But yeah, otherwise, just prepared for a couple more inches. I'll probably go up to the bathhouse and take a shower later, and then come back and call it a night. So I think I won't end this video till tomorrow. We'll see how the snow looks in the morning. Maybe shovel my way back to the boathouse again, and then yeah. But yeah, this is the Michigan winter wonderland that I kind of miss. I don't completely miss it, you know. Just give me one of these a year, and I'm for 3 or 4 days, and I'm good. You know, I bet you. So they've been doing work on both ends of this trestle. I should have brought a sled, because I bet you they have over here. They've got a I don't know. It's hard to see, I think, here, but there's a bobcat excavator over there, and they've made like a road that goes up to the top there, so that they can do work. I bet you that's some good sledding. The rest of it's got a lot of trees, but I think this side as well, it looks really clean coming down that side, so that would be some good sledding. But I think you got enough land there before you went into the drink and took an ice bath. But yeah, a lot of slush. So the slush around the boat here is gone away, but it's not cold enough for this water to just freeze. All this there looks like it's frozen, but it's just slush. So so the boats are doing good. Plenty of boats in the water, so I know mine's going to be fine. But yeah, no one else has really come to. And yeah, I haven't even looked out here, but yeah, the patch there is still covered in snow, so it's good and insulated. The windows are mostly covered. Some snow keeps sloughing off the sides, but the rest of it I'm just going to leave there. And this here, a couple weeks when it gets warm enough, it'll all melt and pour out the fittings on the side. But yeah, that's it. I've got a video I did a few weeks ago putting this engine heater in, this Amazon engine heater, and it's been a champ. It's pretty quiet. You can hear it a little bit because it's mounted to the bulkhead, so when it's running you can hear a little bit of a buzz, but I turned it down back to closer to 45 or so, and it's staying above freezing, which is all I need, and it's doing a great job. So far so good. I do have a backup heater to put down there if anything happens to it, but for now, I just monitor it and it's doing well, so that's good. And the rest of the heating is doing good as well. I think I did a walkthrough, and I've showed the heaters I'm using before. And like that the radiator heater is just that's the one. Even though it's not forcing air up to the front of the cabin, it's doing well. So maybe I'll show you guys what I'm making for dinner, and that's really it, man. It's been a quiet day. I took a nap. I've had my work emails open, done a few things, and that's about it. But yeah, it's I don't know if I would recommend this, but it's not that bad. This if you're ready, like, all I have is some breakfast sandwiches and some eggs, some drinks, some bread, like just a few things, and I haven't eaten much at all today because I'm not that hungry. You could live here for a couple days, no problem, or longer, no big deal. Like I said, I don't use the bathroom here, so I do have to go up that way to use the head, but that's all right. Everything else has been good. So yeah, I'll check back in tomorrow or later today, and wrap this video up hopefully tomorrow. We'll see if we have another day off on Wednesday. I think because of President Carter's death, we may have Friday off, and then we're supposed to get, now it went from a very a model, a very unsure model, to now it looks like 2 to 6 inches. They're saying for next Saturday. I don't plan to be here, but if it gets any heavier, I might have to stay here because the trip back on Sunday could be tricky. So we'll keep an eye on that. And I want this thing. Well, if it's going to be 6 inches, I think I might be able to clear this bimini off, and I think it could stand up to 6 inches because I woke up and it was at least 6 inches and it was doing fine. If it's any more than that, I'll take the bimini down. But yeah, everything else is looking good. Yeah, earlier I did shovel, clean off, except for the high and tight, clean off the vehicle so that it's good to go for when I do need it. And you saw the path already going down the B dock, looking pretty cool here. I just finished showering, cranked the water up hotter than normal, and spent a few more minutes than normal, but it was well worth it. Now the trip down the dock, tell you the geese. The trick here is hopefully it's not windy, but the trick here is to step lightly. It does almost feel safer because of the 10 to 12 inches of snow built up on each side, so little barriers, but still, it's not ideal here. It's starting to get dark. I took my shower a little earlier than normal because why not? It's done. I don't have to come out in the dark. And yeah, I can get to bed. So, well, it's early. Get to bed after I edit some videos, but yeah, it's supposed to be windy. Hopefully it's not too windy, because when it's windy, it rocks the boat, which is fine, but yeah, not preferred. So, alright, I'm gonna put my phone away because I'm not climbing down to this thing with my phone out and risk it falling or something. But yeah, nighttime on the Potomac, close enough, and it's nice and chilly, a little windy. welcome to the morning, day 2. I haven't been out in about 12 hours. It's like 07:30. Got to make it to the bathhouse this morning. The problem today is wind chill. The temps right now are, it says it's 25 out. I think it's wind chills are in the 10s. 62 in here, which is fine. Feels great in here. I turn the heat up a little bit, but it's good. In the morning, it's usually a little cold. But yeah, I've got to head up there. But I'm coming out. It was really, really windy. It's still pretty blustery. I think we got gusts up to 20 to 30 miles an hour with sustained winds 8 to 10. So probably going to be a little windy for the camera. But there was just 1900 last night. So about more than 12 hours ago is when last time I came into this cabin, and I haven't been out since. So lots of wind. That little porthole, all I can see is a boat next to me. I can't see this boat. So I think the snow's been blowing all over this boat, off the boat, all over the place. So we're going to see the aftermath together here in a few minutes. And then I'll see how much I'll have to clean up before I can head up to the bathhouse. So let's fight our way out the door. And then hopefully I don't got to shovel too much, or I'll just do that later. So let's go. It's not too bad. He looks good. No, it's not too bad. When I shovel underneath, kind of icy, but tide is way down. So I don't know how bad this wind is, but it's bad. Tide is way down. You can see how low the dock is. Yeah, the dock is, I've got to climb out of here, but I don't have much to shovel. I'm not going to record that. I will get a little bit off here or a little bit off there, and then I'll head up that way. So I want to show you the drifting here, the wind in my back. That's what the snow does when it's out there. It just sits on the ice. It's like a half-inch thick ice. I tried to put the shovel through it, and yeah, it's great. So all right, let me continue on up to the bathhouse. It's just pushing the shovel real easy, so no big deal. I thought about wrapping this video up here, but I'm going to keep it open because there's still some things I need to watch. The feels like temperature, so with the wind chill, because it's just blustery, is all get out there, is, I don't know if you can see, it's 11 degrees. So yeah, it's cold and blustery. The good news is the sun is out. So the sun makes it maybe mentally feel a little bit warmer, but the sun is out, and it's getting warm. The silver lining is that by the middle of the day, it's supposed to be 34 degrees. So hopefully that helps, because here's what I need to monitor is, while my thermometer outside says it's 25, the engine compartment is 31 degrees, and it 30 minutes ago it was 32, so it's dropped a degree. The heater's on, I can hear it. That is only slightly concerning. 31, so the heater blows, the thermostat is on the starboard side of the engine compartment, and the heater blows to the port side, which is where all the water and stuff is. So It could be warmer where all the water is. Obviously, the engine is what's concerning as well, with the water freezing all around the boat. I don't know if I'm not super concerned right now, because it's only been, it's 0.3 degrees below freezing, and it's only been there for half an hour or so. So I think we're not in any danger of freezing for a couple of hours, at least 3, 4, 5 hours at that temperature. So yeah, I turned the water pump on and ran the water. The water heater is on so that it can also generate heat in there. So I think we're good for now, but I definitely need to monitor it through the day. If I got to go to work tomorrow, conditions tomorrow seem about the same as they are today. I want to know that if I leave the boat, I'm going to be safe. I'm going to be comfortable leaving the boat. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Monitor it through the day, jump on my computer, do some telework. I'll shave this morning and grab some breakfast, which is just a microwavable sausage biscuit. And that's it. So yeah, we'll check in with the temps. Hopefully it stays. It raises in there in the next hour or so with the sun coming up. That can provide a little bit of radiant heat to the boat. Radiant? UV? Something like that. So the adventure continues. All right, time on deck is currently 10:15. I've got a Teams call in about 45 minutes, but I've got a slight update. The temps have risen. You'll see it's 76 and 70 in the head. I'll show you what I did in the head. But I broke out, well, first the 32 degrees, 32.5 degrees in the engine compartment. So that's coming up. I think that is, hopefully that's just the engine compartment heater. I don't think it's the other things I did in here, but we'll see. What I did was I broke out this other Walmart heater here that has a forced air, and I cranked it up in here just to because it was this other one. I only had it at it's warm now. I only had it at the first. It's got 3 wattage settings. I only had it at the first one, so I really didn't need to try to even turn this one up. But it was keeping it really consistently at 62 degrees. So now I've got it turned up to the next setting. We'll see what it does. It doesn't need to be 75 in here, more like 65, 68. It's perfectly fine for right now. But I had that one going, and I turned it that way as well to heat that mid berth. But just trying to bring the temperature up, maybe melt some of this stuff, bring the ambient temperature up. Hopefully that isn't what affected the engine compartment. I think we'll see here if the temperature drops, and I know it's what I've done. But here in the head, what I've also done is I took this little mini heater and I opened up the little panel down there into the bilge, and I've got this mini heater blowing into the bilge because yes, while it is 75 degrees, and it was almost 80, it was like 78 degrees in here. Up here, this upper part, it is 75 degrees. Down by my feet, it's definitely not 75 degrees. It's much colder on the floor of the cabin. But the problem, and what I need to go look at right now, is it's still windy. I don't know if you can hear. Hopefully you can hear the wind pushing this thing around. But the ice on this side of the boat, hold on. I don't know if you heard or felt that. Obviously you didn't feel it. But as the boat shifts to port, it hits the ice. And it's probably a half an inch maybe of ice out there. But as it pushes starboard, nothing happens. So it's on the ropes. So I'm gonna go look at that. If it doesn't look like it's scuffing the bottom paint or anything like that, I might leave it. If not, I'll try to take the shovel and see if I can't break the ice a little bit. But it doesn't need much. So yeah, I'm gonna go out. We'll see how it looks here in a second. But it's pretty windy out there, so it's hard to record because of all the wind. tried breaking the ice with the shovel, but it's too thick. The shovel's, too wide. I would have thought that heating it up to 80 would have caused more of this to heat up, but it didn't and melt. So that's, it's fine. I do really, really wish I had a camper cover on this. It would probably be much warmer where I'm standing, and obviously no snow in here, and probably start to heat up the engine compartment and keep it. Actually, I think it would help the whole boat. But yeah, not having one sucks. The only good thing about this ice, you see over there where there's choppy water. When it's windy like this water gets real choppy and this boat bounces around like crazy. So I don't know if you can see that boat over there kind of moving about. Because the ice is covering the water, it's not cranking up waves, and I'm not bouncing all over the place. So it does push me the few inches that that it has space, but otherwise it's not, I'm not in a rocket, so we're doing okay. All right, I'm gonna go back inside. It's cold out here. Looking pretty good. Obviously still quite blustery. The wind chill is still there, but the sun has done a great job of cleaning up some of this stuff. I cleaned off this window and it helped up here. I did just brush that off, but yeah, it's not too bad. You can tell that heater's working. Just over here, you see some snow in the thermostat down there. But over here, it almost looks dry. So the heater is right down here, and it's pulling this way. So it is warming this area. Definitely doing a good job of it. So I know it's heating down there. So I think that thermostat may read a little low, and it's over to the other side. So I think the compartment's doing all right. Maybe these freezing temperatures, or if you're somewhere in a little bit of a colder climate, you might want to go with the next wattage up. But yeah, hopefully it's not too windy here. But I think I'll end this video so I can get it posted, edit it. A couple business calls today. Oh, man, that wind doesn't transfer, but pretty windy. Yeah, a couple business calls today, and yeah, I kind of hope we got work tomorrow so I can, go to work. But we'll see. If there's anything else I need to cover on this boat or anything else happens, I'll definitely make sure I record it. But for now, it's doing okay. Glad I was here, and we'll see how this winter event this weekend holds. I think I might be good, and I might not have to worry about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.